Hello everybody, and we are here. Class trial time. I'm pretty sure this is going to be the hardest one that we've probably done so far because I have no leads whatsoever. We did some investigating. I did not understand shit from it. So we're gonna go. He's gonna send it. I was about to say, where the fuck is Rich Bitch at? Whoa, Rich Bitch and Sip showed up together. Where the heck are you two been? You just disappeared without a word. We were investigating, of course. How could you not figure that out by this point? Sip's ranked high enough for you guys to go off together? Just the two of you? Huh? What, are you jealous?
Hey.
Or are you making some kind of creepy fantasy for yourself? Stop talking and brace yourselves. He'll be here any second. Any second. That inclines a water break. He could show up at any time. When I imagined what was about to happen, I immediately tensed up and prepared myself. But we stood there for 5 full minutes waiting for something weird to happen, and then 5 minutes became 10.
Why?
What's going on here? Why hasn't Monica... Almost slipped. What's going on here? Why hasn't Deltakuma shown up yet? Maybe he died again. What should we do? Should we keep waiting here, or... Or what, bitch? What? Jesus! Did I scare you?
Come on.
I demand an explanation. Why did you waste my time and make me wait like that? What, bitch? I made you wait, bitch? You got it all backwards, bitch. You're the ones making me wait, bitch.
In other words...
I'm waiting for everyone to arrive, bitch. We can't start till everyone's here now, can we, bitch? What are you talking about? Everyone is here. We all been waiting for you. Sorry, but you're wrong, bitch. But I've been waiting 10 minutes now, so it's okay if I punish the one making us all wait, right, bitch? If we all agree it's a violation, I'll arrange the punishment right now, bitch. If it's me you're waiting for, I'm here. When we heard that voice, we all spun around to look. And that beat drops. Yeah. Perfect fucking entrance. I'm here, no rules been broken. Favorite! Favorite, you're still alive! No, that's a good ghost! I knew that wasn't here. Because, again, we already know that it's the soldier bitch. Because of the tattoo. If you want to fight doing a class trial, bitch, you need to save some of the fun for later, right, bitch? But if it's okay that there's no particular penalty for being...
Is that right?
I made it here just fine. What school regulation did I violate? Am I wrong? You're so selfish, so spoiled, bitch. You're right, bitch. There's no penalty officially, bitch, but I bet you'll be sorry later. No, I'll make sure you're sorry later, bitch. Anyway, hustle your butts onto the elevator, bitch. I'll be just one step ahead of you, bitch. When Deltakuma was gone, we all rushed to Favorite. Favorite! So you really didn't die. Of course I did. Thank God, I'm glad you're okay. Perhaps that's not necessarily a good thing for us. Huh? He's right, now we gotta deal with a ghost! I told you, stop talking.
Let's go.
Come on, let's go. Whatever we need to discuss, we can do it during the trial. Without ever looking directly at Favorite, Rich Bitch stepped into the elevator. Master, wait for me! Good call. Who knows what might happen to us if we take too long. I'll be happy when this trial is over. One after another, everyone piled into the elevator, but I couldn't help myself. I had to talk to Favorite before the trial started. Listen, before we get started, I have to ask you. Where have you been this whole time? I used that key of yours to go somewhere, didn't you? You used that key of yours to go somewhere, didn't you?
Correct.
So, I went to investigate the second floor of the dorms. The second floor?
That's right.
There aren't any monitors or cameras there, so I was able to avoid Deltakuma completely. Of course, I also missed his announcement because of that. I had no idea a body had been discovered. Then when did you find out? Just now, I finished my search and came down just in time to hear the class trial announcement. Took some time to go to the crime scene first. Can't go to trial completely uninformed, can I? So that's why you were late. I'm sorry I kept you all waiting. But if you were on the second floor of the dorms, then that's what the key you found goes to? Actually, to be precise, not quite. I used Deltakuma's secret tool, which can open any lock in the skull. What? Favorite's account.
Just a second.
Hey, what are you two doing? Hurry up before we get in trouble with Deltakuma.
Makoto.
We can go over all the details after we get through the trial, okay, son? Right now, I just want to focus on surviving the current situation. This is probably the single most crucial moment so far for me. For her? It's a strange way to put it. Class trial is important for everyone, right? So why would you say it's a crucial moment for her? Well, if that's all. Seemingly unconcerned, Favorite made her way to the elevator. I'm just overthinking what you said, right? Oh, you probably are, buddy. You probably are. Being the last one left, I stepped into the elevator. And the door slid shut. The clunking was loud enough to hurt my ears, and dread began to consume me once again. Can't imagine getting used to the mental pressure that comes with preparing for an execution. In that dusky darkness, nobody said a word. They're silent and still. After a measurable period of time, doors opened without warning. Dazzling light penetrated every depth of my eyes, but it wasn't the illuminated light of hope. It's the blinding light of despair.
I can't wait! I can't wait!
I actually like the design of this one. It's very colorful. I've been waiting for this, bitch. I feel like it's been forever since we got together like this. The time for pointless jokes and jabs has passed,
Thrills,
bitch.
chills, kills!
Let's get on with the show, bitch. And so the curtain opened for the 5th time. Deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, deadly defense, deadly faith. A deadly class trial. Oh, I just fucking realized something I forgot to bring up. Oh, shit. Want to save. I forgot to bring up my fucking chat. And this shit for 10 minutes and I just... Or to like, be like, oh, him. Let's see what he's saying shit. Justin, thank you for the 1 bit. I appreciate it. Sorry for the late. Like I said, I didn't have my chat up. I now just saw that. So I appreciate that. Okay, yeah. No, we already got all those. We can just finish. Alright.
Let's basic explanation
Shut
of the
fuck
class
up.
trial.
Nobody wants to hear your bullshit.
Your votes will determine the results.
No, I'm not gonna go to fucking bed. It's way too fucking early. I gotta finish this goddamn annoying trial. It's probably gonna be the hardest one. I have no leads. Look at this shit, you Deltakuma. Nobody gives a shit about you. This is the fucking body. And yeah, when the body was found, there's a like nobody knows who the fuck this is. Well, no, we know it's Muck, but besides that, we don't know who the fuck did this.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one...
People are calling me old, so fuck you.
then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay, well, I'll leave the rest up to you.
Yeah, so
well
no,
then,
I don't like
let's discuss the specifics of the victim. First, we need to clarify who exactly the unidentified victim is.
It's Kyoko. There's no other explanation.
Did you get hit on your fucking head?
But Kyoko's standing right there.
Yeah, like, this man is... This man fucking took something before he went into that elevator.
That's a ghost!
Goddamn. You are high off your mind, bro.
But she has legs and stuff.
Well, that's just because she's like the latest evolution in ghost technology.
Oh my god.
There's a limit to how much ridiculousness I can tolerate.
I'm with Rich Bitch on this one, and I usually don't agree with this bitch.
Okay. So I just have to prove that the corpse isn't Kyoko, right?
Why the fuck does it have to be him? Why can't it be anybody else?
Let's compare Kyoko's traits to the traits of the dead body.
Yeah, that's a good way.
Traits?
Well, she looks shorter than the fucking body. Oh, yeah.
I got it! I'm talking about her gloves. They'll give insight into the mystery. I'm sure of it.
In that, it would be helpful if someone explained why she actually wears those gloves.
And would you happen to know the answer?
In fact, Monokuma told me. Apparently you have scars on your hands you don't want anyone to see.
Oh, you know, now that I think about it, the corpse wasn't wearing any gloves, right?
Yeah, no shit.
It probably just got burnt up in the explosion.
No, it had fake fucking nails, so there's no way it was wearing gloves.
I'm not convinced. The ghost is just trying to fool us all.
This man needs to just put duct tape on his mouth. I'm not hearing this the rest of the fucking damn trial, bro. There's no way that corpse was his favorite. But if I can't prove why, we're gonna be stuck here and the case won't move forward, so I have no choice but to. Yeah, fake nails, right? I'm assuming that's the truth bullet I need. Yep, there it is. Lock it in.
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
I
The
will.
dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
You're lying.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion?
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. Because that corpse is absolutely Kyoko.
This entire discussion
Is idiotic.
That Kyoko.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it.
The dead body was.
They got burnt up.
Then she was wearing gloves.
Well,
Yeah, she must have been.
No, that's wrong.
I hate it when it takes me more than one try and I know what the answer fucking was.
No, there's no way the corpse was wearing gloves. Whoever it was, they were wearing fake nails, remember? I imagine trying to wear gloves over nails like that would have been a pretty big pain.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you'd have broke the fucking nails. I'm
Besides,
pretty sure.
Kyoko wears gloves to hide her hands, right? It'd be pretty weird for someone who's self-conscious about their hands to wear fake nails, don't you think?
Yeah, that would seem counterintuitive. I might. You guys know what the fuck I
Jeez,
mean.
man, you don't know women, huh? They're complicated like that.
I want to say that you're wrong. I'm gonna leave that there. You're wrong when it comes to favorite.
Everyone doesn't know women, it's you.
Well, Kyoko, any thoughts?
these gloves were custom made to the size of my hands to make sure they don't interfere with my daily life. If I wore fake nails, the wouldn't fit properly.
Then that's that. The dead body doesn't belong to Kyoko.
Which should have been obvious since she's standing right here.
Yeah, but we got a bozo in the fucking room.
Okay, so then, who's the real victim? First, we need to figure that out.
No shit! That's what we said at the beginning!
That's the first thing I said. You're the one who's been around in circles.
I think we have to identify the victim. Everything sits in there. Yeah, I don't know about this one. Blood body analysis, it's probably gonna be tattoo.
If Kyoko really is still alive, then who died?
There's gotta be some way to figure it out. I don't think so.
The face was scorched beyond recognition.
Shoot!
If Kyoko really, then who died?
There's gotta be some. I don't think so.
The face was scorched beyond, and there wasn't any description in the Monokuma file.
Well, if we can't identify the body...
No, that's wrong.
Pulled trigger too soon.
There was one clue left behind that we can use to identify the body.
What? For real?
If you're lying, you'll die a cruel and unusual death.
Usual death? This I gotta see.
She's just being stupid. Ignore them, Makoto. Tell us what you're talking about.
The key to figuring out who it was is the tattoo on the back of her hand.
Oh, yeah. The design's pretty strange, huh? Is this a dog?
It's a wolf.
Her master must have made her get it. To be like, you're my bitch.
This is why nobody likes you.
Seriously? They really did something that humiliating?
No, that's not it. The identity of the victim is hidden within that tattoo.
Oh, really?
I got it! The Fenrir Mercenary Corps.
Check.
That's the name of the military group Mukuro Ikusaba belonged to.
No, Mach. It's Mach.
Okay, so...
To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body.
Fenrir?
The image that represents Fenrir is... a wolf. Why? 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 Waste of time! Give me an F!
Now I understand. The representation of Fenrir is a wolf.
Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok. It's from Norse mythology. A huge, world-ending wolf. He's the child of the trickster god Loki, and a female giant.
Man, after all this time, we finally got a glimpse of the literary all-star.
A wolf tattoo.
Yeah,
And that means...
The body we found had a tattoo of a wolf. Which means that must have once belonged to Fenrir. So it must have been Mukuro.
What?
Hold on. Isn't she the one that was behind this whole thing?
You sound surprised, but you're absolutely right. Yes, indeed. The trial this time is to solve the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Are you saying the mastermind is dead? And now we have to have a cool-ass trial?
No. It means we were wrong in thinking that Mukuro was the mastermind at all.
But I mean, being the ultimate despair seems like a pretty mastermindy title to me.
We shouldn't have been thinking of her as the ultimate despair in the first place.
Oh yeah, it says that she was
After all,
ultimate
looking at her
soldier.
profile, I didn't see anything that would fit such a description.
Then it said soldier.
All it said was that she was the ultimate
Yeah,
soldier.
I was about to say, didn't it say ultimate soldier?
If I remember correctly, that other information came from...
Remember, I remember questioning why the hell she wasn't a favorite, but
Kyoko.
we're now just hearing
That's
about
what
it.
you
it's
told
why.
Makoto, right?
So that means Kyoko got it wrong?
And who was she? Who was Mukuro Ikusaba? She's been gone this whole time, and when she finally turns up, she gets killed.
Usually when there's a scene where an important character dies, it has a lot more detail.
Wait, actually, speaking of which, do we even have... Like, she in this shit now? No, she's not even in this. Alright.
Saying she wasn't an important character, which would mean she was the same as us, just another participant.
Then who's the real mastermind?
It must have been the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster after all.
No, the headmaster has nothing to do with it.
But how can we trust that? We already know your information about Mukuro was wrong.
My information was not wrong.
Okay. We're in the middle of a trial right now. Figuring out who killed Mukuro is first and foremost. Please limit all future prattle, chatter, and chit-chat as much as possible.
Fine. Uncovering the identity of the mastermind will have to wait. But remember this. No matter what happens, we will find out who you really are. I stake my family name on it.
I have officially decided to completely ignore all such attempts at provocation. Now then, just so nobody's confused, let me state this one more time for the record. The reason we're having a class trial is because a murder among the students has taken place. Hammer that point straight into your big ol' brains!
What you're saying is that both the victim and the culprit are part of the student body?
Then, one of us killed Mukuro?
Wait, no! There's a chance that there's some mystery 17th person who's been hiding all along!
Nope. There are only 16 students in total that have been taking part in these events.
Seriously? Then one of us killed Mukuro?
Who did it? Who's the killer this time?
Get a hold of yourself. We've already narrowed down the list of possible suspects.
Huh?
I'm sure you realize who I'm talking about, right, Makoto? Who the evidence points to?
Based on what we know, they're killing, and that is...
I got it! You've narrowed it down to Kyoko and me, right?
Why do you say that?
Allow me to explain. Just after nighttime last night, I went to the garden, so I can confirm that at that point, there was no dead body there. So, the murder must have taken place after I left the garden. However, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I were in the gym the entire time.
The gym?
That's right. The four of us were there trying to dismantle Monokuma. The whole time, we were very careful not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. All of which is to say, the four of us all have alibis. The only ones without alibis
Are me and Makoto. That's why you're able to narrow down the list of suspects.
Exactly so.
So the only suspects now are me, Favorite. Damn it, I can't let this stand, so now I have to clear my name.
I have something I'd like to say regarding the whole alibi thing.
Are you thinking of raising an objection?
Well, before that, I just want to try and get a better idea of what time the took place. Doing that might reveal some kind of clue.
Whatever you want. Somebody go ahead and help him out.
Me and Byakuya can both confirm that the body wasn't in the garden at... Well, it was after nighttime for sure. I'd say it must have been around 10 o'clock. So the murder must have happened after 10 p.m.
Then I guess we can say the time frame for the murder was between then and when we found the body? Oh, but what time did we find the body?
Well, like 9.
The one who saw the body first was Toko, right? When
like
she went to go get
9:01.
the pickaxe.
I got it! The body must have been discovered at 9 a.m., since that's when Toko went to get the pickaxe.
Now then, J.K. Rowling, what time is it? Well, when we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock, so probably 9 on the dot now. Okay, go get the pickaxe and be back here by 9:01.
He's right. It had to be around then.
So we can be totally sure the murder happened sometime between 10 at night and 9 in the morning.
For me, I was already asleep before nighttime hit, so I don't have an alibi after 10 o'clock. But I'm sure I met up with everyone else before 9 this morning.
We ran into each other in the dining hall, right? That was around...
7?
Oh yeah! Right around 7:30.
Which means from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m., you don't have an alibi.
The murder happened between 10 to 9, and I don't have an alibi at 10 to 7:30. Okay, then looks like the game has begun. I can't provide an alibi for that period, and I just have to prove the murder didn't happen during that time. During the time I don't have an alibi. To do that, I have to make clear when the body ended up in the garden. So sprinklers.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit murder, I should think. So Makoto, if you have
any objections, now would be the time. We've established a time. It took place somewhere between 9 o'clock.
Yep, but I wanted to
Yeah,
wait.
from to 7:30.
Shoot!
Wait.
We've
So
established a time frame for the murder.
Yeah, 7:30.
It took
That's what I
place somewhere
shouted
between
at,
10
right?
o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
Shoot!
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit things. So Makoto, if you have any objections, now would be
the time.
Oh.
We've established a time frame for the murder.
It took place somewhere between 9 o'clock. Yep, and Makoto.
Yeah, from to 7:30.
It's more than enough time to commit murder, I should think.
So Makoto, if you have any objections, now would be the.
So it is.
We've established a
7:30.
time. It took place somewhere between 9 o'clock. Yep, and Makoto.
Yeah, from to 7.
What?
Shoot!
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock
in the morning. Yep. And Makoto.
Yeah, from 10 to 7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit murder, I should think. So Makoto, if you have
Any objections, now would be the time.
we've time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night
Shoot!
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night
Shoot!
Fuck.
I refuse to give up yet!
Sprinklers on 10 o'clock. Right? Because no, it's 100% sprinklers. But it's not at 7:30.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between...
No,
that makes no
wrong.
fucking sense. That makes no fucking sense.
Actually, the murder couldn't have happened anywhere near 10 o'clock. It had to have taken place way later.
And what makes you say that?
Because of the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off right at 7:30 every morning, right? So if the body had been in the garden before 7:30, then it should have been completely soaked.
Oh, hold on. I remember this part perfectly. The body was wet. Dripping wet, in fact.
It's because he put out a fire.
Sorry, Toko, but you're wrong.
I'm wrong? How? Are you saying only the mouth down south was wet? How dare you spew such indecent words!
Jesus Christ.
No, I'm saying that the body was wet because of the sprinklers.
What do you mean? By denying the sprinkler, are you trying to deny my entire existence?
Man, you're totally wacko.
I agree.
If you really think it wasn't the sprinkler, you'd better tell us why! I admit nothing. No! That's enough! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. No! That's enough! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I'm right about this. I admit nothing. No! That's enough! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. How can you say it?
This should prove it.
Shut the fuck up. I got it. That was complicated as hell.
Just
because you
remember
gotta
what
do,
the
like, some
body
shit
was
at
like
once.
after the explosion, and you'll see why it wasn't the sprinklers. The top half of the body was wet, yes, but the bottom half was completely dry. If the sprinklers got the body wet, shouldn't the whole body have been wet?
I hate to burst this bubble, but didn't we? Yeah, I was about to say, wasn't this shit like wet and filthy and the other side is, yeah. So that kind of debunks just the fence.
So they only got the top wet? The bottom was completely dry? What a brutal maniac!
I'm so sick of her.
I've been sick of her since day one of playing this game.
Let's just move on. The reason only the top half was wet was because... while the body was still on fire, I doused it with water. But only the part on fire, the top half.
Oh, then I guess the sprinklers really didn't do it.
So if the sprinklers didn't get the body wet, then the murder must have taken place sometime after the sprinklers turned on at 7:30 in the morning.
No, because that tarp just proves otherwise.
Which means she must have been killed sometime between then and when the body was discovered at 9.
But Makoto's alibi was only missing from 10 o'clock last to 7:30 this morning, right?
So there's no way Makoto could have done it. I guess you had an alibi after all. Good for you.
In which case, the only one left without an alibi is Kyoko.
I'm not really worried because I know she's smart, so she'll be able to defend herself. The only one without an alibi, which would mean that Muck's killer is... No, I refuse to believe it. Favorite murdered someone.
I'd just like to say one thing. If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever. Which is why I can't let that happen.
I'm sorry, what?
So are you saying you're not the culprit?
Of course I'm not. I have no reason to kill anyone. This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us.
A trap?
We're this far into the game and now you decide to blame me? Stop wasting time! Stop wasting energy! You really think your little trick is gonna work?
Shut up, you!
You got it, boss! Shutting up now!
Anyway, Kyoko, you actually did have a reason to kill her.
Huh? She did?
She thought Mukuro was the ultimate despair. In other words, the mastermind behind everything. So she killed her to try and but you made one catastrophic mistake. Mukuro wasn't the mastermind at all. And as a result, we were forced into another trial, something I'm sure you weren't at all expecting.
So, that was her motive?
If she had a motive and no alibi, well, I think it's pretty clear Kyoko's gotta be the culprit.
I'm not the only one without an alibi. Makoto's explanation is still insufficient.
Huh?
I knew she was smart. Yeah,
The
she probably caught
sprinklers
on
didn't get the body wet, but that doesn't mean the murder happened when he said it did.
What are you...
Because you see, there is a way the body could have avoided getting wet.
Interesting. I'm listening.
All it would take is covering the body with a certain something to keep it from getting wet.
Yep, it was what I looked out right as he was saying this.
I got it! Aren't you?
You catch on quick. You're right. All you'd have to do is cover the body with the tarp, and that'd take care of the... In fact, that's exactly what the killer did. The dirt pattern on the tarp can attest to that. Only one side of the tarp got, because that's the side that got covered. The side that faced down over the body, meanwhile, kept perfectly clean. This proves that the killer used the tarp to keep the body from getting soaked.
But why would they go to all that effort just to keep the body from getting wet?
Most likely so they could cloud the issue of when the murder actually took place. In other words, to create an excuse exactly like the one Makoto just gave us.
Caleb, used as fuck, and, the person that died, that ain't, person that died is apparently this person right here, who I've nicknamed Muck. This is what the body looked like, but we never seen Muck until now, so we still don't even know what the hell she looked like and shit, because we couldn't get the face, we couldn't get that mask off, because this is what happened to the body. Why would Favorite say that? Why would you want to make me look like I'm the killer? No, I can't think about that right now. That tarp. It was used the way Favorite said. Or it must have touched the body, right? But the body...
Wait. Something's not right.
And what might that be?
I can't worry about Favorite's motivations. If I don't do something, everyone's gonna think I'm the killer. I must repeat what Favorite said. Body for the explosion. That's gonna be it.
By covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side wet.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water.
Fuck!
Shoot!
By covering the body with the killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on is because the sprinkler got that side wet.
But the side of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water. Since it was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty.
You fucking bastard!
By covering the body, the killer prevented.
So the reason that is because the spring,
But the underside, it was totally.
that side, since it was facing down toward.
Of course it didn't get dirty.
No, that's wrong.
There you go, I knew I had it.
Actually, one side being clean is pretty strange if you think about it. Because the blood wasn't dry before the body got blown up, right? Byakuya said it himself. Not to touch it, or you might get some on you. If you put a tarp on a body in that state, it absolutely would have gotten blood on it.
Well, maybe the culprit washed it, so nobody would know they'd used it.
If they had, they would have washed both sides. Just washing the wouldn't hide anything.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, true.
I don't believe this man anymore. This man's on fucking shrooms.
More than that, what if the very blood we saw on the body was meant as a kind of camouflage?
I'm sorry, what? Huh? The blood was camouflage.
What if, after the killer used the tarp to avoid the sprinklers, they then covered the body in blood that didn't belong to the...
You mean someone else's blood? Where would they get something like that?
Nurse's office where there's blood packs.
I know! They could have grabbed some of the blood packs from the nurse's office.
Yep.
That's what Hifumi did, right? When he pretended to be dead?
Yep.
No, that's not what happened this time.
Wait, what? Oh, shit. Well, then what happened this
The
time?
killer got the blood from right there in the garden.
How? Supposed to mean what?
I got it! Could it have been
makes sense,
chicken
then.
blood?
There you go. Now we're connecting the chicken to the case.
Chicken blood?
When I checked the chicken coop before the murder, there were 5 chickens. But after the murder, there were only 4.
So, you're saying someone killed a chicken and then covered the body with its blood?
Yep.
Man, that's messed up.
Yes, it is.
Killing a living thing just to do something like that is awful. They should have at least eaten it.
They probably didn't.
I wonder if the killer had to get the blood from the scene so they wouldn't be spotted walking around. Anyway, there's no denying that a chicken went missing, which provides a basis for my theory.
Perhaps, but even so, there's one thing that still doesn't make sense. You said the culprit used the tarp to avoid the water and then covered the body in blood, right? But if that's the case, then the blood should have soaked into the ground around the body. But that's not what we saw. Only the victim's clothing had blood on it.
Do you not see how the fucking goddamn lab coat is on the body? It's on backwards.
The ground was completely clean.
No shit.
I have to agree, that certainly is strange. Maybe they didn't apply the blood at the scene. Maybe they covered the coat in blood beforehand.
That makes sense since it's on backwards.
Beforehand?
When you discovered the body, was it wearing the coat like you normally would?
Nope, it had it on backwards.
I think so. Wait, no. The head was through the neck hole, but the arms weren't in the sleeves.
It was on backwards.
Then that settles it.
Sorry, I'm having a tough time keeping up.
Here's what happened. The murder took place before the sprinklers went off.
Yes.
But the body didn't get wet because the killer covered it with the tarp.
Correct.
Then, later, at the same time the killer was gathering up the tarp, they pulled the coat over the body, the coat they'd already covered in blood. This series of cover-ups was meant to disguise the actual time the murder occurred. They wanted us to think the murder happened sometime after the sprinklers had gone off, at 7:30.
If that's actually what took place, it certainly becomes possible that the murder happened earlier.
But to pull all that off, wouldn't they have had to go back to the garden after the sprinklers turned off?
That actually wouldn't have been all that difficult.
Huh?
They already had the coat ready, so they just had to grab the tarp and pull the coat over the body. They'd be done in no time.
Maybe, but still.
Also makes sense why there's no blood on the fucking
Hina,
knife.
after you met up with Makoto in the dining hall, did you two stay together from that point on?
Oh no, I headed off to the gym and Makoto didn't show up till later.
Then he had plenty of time to spare, wouldn't you say?
That's not...
Don't bother saying it's not possible.
I must admit, Kyoko's reasoning is sound. Makoto's alibi is inadequate.
The suspicion falls back on me again. But why? Why is he trying to entrap me? I don't understand. This guy's dead body has been added to the fucking truth bullet. What the hell?
Well then, we're back to square one. Makoto's alibi is no good, so once again, our suspects are him and Kyoko.
For serious, man? Which one of them did it? Hey, why don't we let luck decide? Let's flip a coin. 50-50 odds.
On your life, really?
Oh,
See? Pretty good idea, right?
No, that's a shit idea.
No, not that. I just remembered something super...
Well, don't just stand there. Out with it.
You know that knife we found all black and burnt?
The one we found stuck in the body before it exploded, right? According to the Monokuma file, the knife went all the way through, from front to back. So, what about it?
Meaning that there should have been blood on the damn thing!
I'm pretty sure I'd seen that knife somewhere before.
Oh my fucking god. Yeah, it's the survival knife from his fucking room. Oh my fucking god, he got set up.
That's what I thought when I first saw it. I just remembered.
Listen, more important. Now that we have the knife, what are we gonna do with it? We can't let J.K. Rowling keep it, that's for sure. We don't know what she might do. I don't want it anyway. So what to do? Why don't you hang on to it, Sim? Huh, me?
It's the knife we gave to Makoto?
You don't seem surprised. You must have noticed earlier.
Yeah,
Then why did you hide that fact?
not that I hid it. It's just...
I can't be sure what actually happened last night. I thought maybe I really did kill her.
Suspicious! Very suspicious indeed. The knife we found stuck in the body came from Makoto. Now I'm totally convinced he did it. 12,000% convinced.
Considering everything up till now, I should be able to make it clear. I have to prove that I didn't murder anyone. I'm not the killer. Okay.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto did it.
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right? So there's no question. You took that knife of yours and killed her with it.
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
The knife we found lodged in... It's the same one! It really is, isn't it?
If he did have that, that seals it.
Just because I had that automatic...
Well,
Getting stabbed.
No, that's wrong.
I hated how there's only two things I can contradict, and I wanted to make sure.
Hold on. The stab wound isn't what killed Mukuro. That should be clear from the description of the cover-up we just heard.
Lies! We never talked about what killed her.
No, don't you remember? The killer covered the dead body with the tarp, and then put the bloody coat on it, right? In other words, the victim never wore that blood-stained coat until after they were dead.
Okay, fine. So what?
So, when we discovered the body, the knife had been thrust through the coat along with the body. Meaning, if she wasn't stabbed until the coat was put on, and she was already dead at that point, obviously the stab wound isn't what killed her.
Maybe you stabbed her twice. Once to kill her and to cover it up.
And now it's a one stab wound.
I got it! The Monokuma file clearly states that there was only one stab wound.
Oh yeah, it sure did. I forgot about that.
Then the knife...
was just another piece of camouflage set up by the true killer. They probably stabbed her to draw attention away from what actually killed her. Exploding the body afterward was probably meant to do the same thing. The explosion severely damaged the body, making it impossible to know what really killed her. It was all the killer's attempt to destroy all evidence of their crime.
So they wanted us to notice the stab wound and then detonated the body afterward. They meant for us to latch onto the knife as the cause of death, then destroy any evidence proving otherwise.
Oh, hey, I have a question. It kinda goes back to the beginning, but what's the deal with that explosion anyway? Why'd the body just blow up all of a sudden like that?
If you bothered to put that lump of gray matter between your ears to use, you'd know the answer.
Well, if you're so smart, just tell me.
I'll tell you. I bet some unknown quantum particle caused an atomic-level spontaneous combustion!
Man is on shrooms, I swear.
I might be dumb, but even I'm not dumb enough to believe that.
Go ahead, Makoto. Tell her or we won't make any headway on this.
Only one explanation I can think of for the explosion.
I got it! After the explosion, we found a tiny fragment of something on the ground near the body, right? That fragment reveals the cause of the explosion.
Huh? You know, I feel like I've seen something like it somewhere before.
That's only natural, because of course, we saw the same thing when we dismantled Monokuma. It's part of a bomb.
Oh! Then the explosion was because of the Monokuma bomb.
Deltakuma bomb.
Anyway, the culprit's motive is becoming more and more obvious by the minute. They wanted the knife wound to look like the fatal injury so that we'd suspect Makoto. And the only one who would benefit from that is the only other possible suspect, you, Kyoko.
Hold on a second, Byakuya.
What's the problem?
Well, I just feel like we need to think this through. We still don't know what actually killed the victim.
Also, why would she point out that his alibi lacked? Why would she say that the body camouflaged? She has a benefit from that.
That's true. It's definitely bugging me. What really killed her?
Fine, I have no problem with that. Let us continue the debate. It won't change the facts of the case regardless.
We need to determine what ultimately killed the victim. We need to concentrate.
Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body. Then, shall we continue
the debate?
The victim's fatal injury has yet to...
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Well, yeah.
She was... And it wasn't because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh yeah. According to... That's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
Shoot!
Then shall we continue? The victim's fatal.
The explosion didn't kill.
Well, yeah.
And it wasn't even.
That's what we should.
Oh yeah. That's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
Then shall we continue? The victim's fatal.
The explosion didn't kill.
Well, yeah.
And it wasn't because of the knife. Then there's only one other thing.
Oh yeah. According to the. That's gotta be it. There was evidence.
Oh,
Shoot!
Then shall we continue?
The debate?
The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined.
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Well, yeah.
She was already.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? Then there's only one.
Oh yeah. That's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body. Then shall we continue the debate?
Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead for the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pot. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old.
The victim's fatal injury.
The explosion didn't kill her.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even.
Oh yeah.
That's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire.
Then shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal.
No,
there you go.
wrong.
We got the wrong one.
Mukuro died because of the blow to the back of the head she suffered.
What about the wounds all over the rest of her body? They didn't have anything to do with it?
The Monokuma file makes it clear that those weren't fresh wounds.
Oh yeah, good point. If they were old, I guess they don't really matter.
Okay, then we're safe in assuming the blow to the back of her head is what killed her.
But then, what was the murder weapon?
The Monokuma file says she was hit with a blunt object, about as thick as a metal pipe.
Oh! I bet it was the pickaxe!
How is that even possible? If you hit someone with that, it'd cave their skull in completely.
Well, maybe they held it the other way and hit her with the handle.
No way! The barrel off. You wouldn't be able to swing it with any kind of power. I wouldn't mind testing it on you if you want.
No thanks. I bet you just hit me with the metal end and call it an accident.
I'd love to scoop out that nasty brain of yours, throw it on the ground and spit on it.
I feel the same way. Looks like we're on the same page this time.
Seriously?
We want to figure out what killed her, right? It just so happens we already know.
We already know? I knew we could count on you, Master.
So what was it?
Go ahead and tell them, Makoto. Surely you've deduced the real murder weapon?
Oh! That's why that has blood on it! Hey!
I got it! Mukuro was hit in the back of the head with something, and that's what killed her. And that something was the titanium arrow we found in the locker in the dojo.
An arrow? That's what the culprit attacked Mukuro with?
Indeed. There's no doubt about it.
Are you sure?
Hey! How dare you backtalk, Master? You have no right!
I'm not backtalking anything. I'm just saying what I think.
I don't blame Steve Felt's sister for doubting it because there's one more thing about that weapon. One more secret. It's the tape. I'm already ahead. Yep. Where's the key?
The titanium arrow. It was in the dojo locker, right? I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
Are you sure?
You don't sound convinced. What's the...
Well, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe. It seems like an arrow would just be too thin.
Talking back to math, you have no right!
So I was right.
The titanium, it was in the dojo. I have no doubt.
Are you sure?
You don't sound
Well, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe. It seems like
an arrow.
No, it's wrong. You're right. Just the one arrow would have been too weak. That's why the killer used another weapon.
Another weapon?
Inside the dojo locker, we also found a balled-up wad of duct tape. The killer probably used this duct tape to bind multiple arrows together. Bundling them together using the duct tape would easily create a single weapon as thick as a pipe. And that's exactly what the killer did.
It's similar to Aesop's fable about the bundle of sticks. One stick is weak, but put them together, and they become strong. It's meant to teach cooperation.
Damn, that's harsh.
How is it harsh? Were you even listening?
Anyway, that explains the murder weapon. As for who the culprit is that stashed the weapon in the dojo locker, it was you, Kyoko.
I've never been to the dojo.
Oh no, you absolutely have.
Yeah, she definitely has, since I remember talking to her in there.
How can you say that with such confidence?
Because I her in there.
Because we have proof, of course. Don't we, Makoto?
Yes, sir.
What's the matter? Surely you don't intend to protect a murderer. You know what will happen if you do, don't you? If you cover for the culprit, there's only one thing that can lead to. The death of us all, remember?
Of course I remember.
Then show us. Show everyone the evidence that proves Kyoko went to the dojo.
I have evidence? Yeah, you do. Even evidence that Favorite went to the dojo? Yeah, you do. Must be connected to the dojo locker. Yeah.
I got it! The one thing that proves Kyoko was in the dojo is... right here. The key to the dojo locker.
And how does that prove anything?
Because I found it in your room.
It was...
Wait a minute.
in my room?
Wait a minute. She was locked out.
Play dumb.
She was locked out of her room. She was locked out of her room.
That key is just the final piece of the puzzle.
She was locked out of her room.
Your non-existent alibi, your clear motive, your attempts to frame Makoto for the crime. This all proves that you are the true culprit. You can't explain this away, so just give.
There's no way she got in her room. You took her key.
Hold on a second.
Yep, there you go.
Not this again. You really are dead set on defending her, aren't you?
Yep.
No, it's not that I want to defend her. It's
I
just...
do. Because I know you're wrong.
There's one more thing I need to ask her. Kyoko, I want you to tell me something. Last night, you were in my room, weren't you? Why? What were you doing there? That's what I need to know.
I was just protecting you.
What?
She was protecting me? Yeah, she whooped the dude, or not dude, that girl's ass. Then does that mean she knew I was being attacked? She came to my rescue. Could that be when... Which would mean that favorite, she killed someone for me?
That's enough. The time for idle chatter is over. A verdict is close at hand.
No, it's not.
Wait. I'm warning you. Don't make this mistake. I'm not the killer.
I knew you were stubborn, but this is just getting ridiculous.
You dropped her out of her house.
Really? But you should know better than anyone I didn't do it.
Yeah.
Can you tell me I'm wrong?
I should know.
What? Yep. Richmond should know better than anyone? What does that mean? He has her dorm key. When the body was found. Now.
You just spoke. What do you mean?
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me!
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker, and then left the locker key in my own room, correct? But could I really have done that?
Those words you just...
Exactly. I'm not
the killer. You should understand that more than anyone.
Byakuya!
Master would never hide something.
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You said I hid and then left
the locker key in my own room, but could I really have done that?
Those words you just...
Exactly. I'm not the killer.
You should
understand that.
Byakuya!
Master would never...
There's proof that you aren't the... Is that what you're...
You stated a theory. You said I hid
the evidence and then left the locker key in my own room, correct?
But could I really have done that?
That's what I was supposed to grab.
Those words you just...
Exactly. I'm not
the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya!
Master would never hide something.
There's proof that you are...
No, that's wrong.
There you go. We got it.
If I'm right, Kyoko wouldn't have been able to get into her room.
Huh? Why not?
Because she had given her room key to Byakuya.
I see. So that's what you meant. And if I had the key to your room...
Then obviously I had no way of getting in. Without my room key, I couldn't have possibly put the locker key in there myself. Am I wrong?
It would appear not.
Then you're finally starting to understand.
No, that's not actually true. There was a clear contradiction in what Favorite just told us. An obvious lie. But this just isn't like her. To try and save herself with such a desperate lie. Does she really feel that threatened because she's the killer? Or is it something else? Was there a deeper meaning hidden in what Favorite said earlier? Go for me and I die here. The mystery of this skull will stay hidden forever. Which is why I can't let that happen. So trap the Mastermind has laid for us. Mastermind's trap. Mastermind's trying to trap Favorite? But what if that's not really true? What can I do? What should I do? What should I... Mastermind's trap. Victim was Muck, and Favorite killed her. What does Favorite really know? What am I supposed to do? Favorite's lie. I'm the only one who knows it's a lie. The only one who can expose it. but who can I trust? What am I supposed to do? Mastermind's trap. You spend all your time trying to avoid danger and never move forward. We know the danger, but if that risks solving the mystery, we have no choice. Am I wrong? What do I do? Decide right now whether or not to expose. Ah!
There was a lie hidden within Kyoko's statement just now.
A lie?
Isn't that right, Kyoko?
You said it. The burden of proof is on you. So let's hear it. Where's this lie, then?
It's definitely lying. It must be because there's some other deeper truth she wants to keep hidden. Oh!
I didn't have the key to my
now.
room
I know
because
now.
I'd given it to Byakuya. There's no doubt about it, right?
You are correct.
So I couldn't possibly have gotten into my room.
When we searched Kyoko's room, how else could the key have gotten there?
Shoot!
I didn't have because I'd given it. There's no doubt.
You are correct.
So I couldn't
Then, how else could the key...
Someone other than me must have put it there. That's the only. I didn't have because I'd given it. There's no doubt about.
You are correct.
So I couldn't possibly have gotten into my room.
Got it.
No, it's wrong. No, Kyoko could have gotten into her room. You said so yourself, didn't you, Kyoko?
Actually, to be precise, not quite. I used Deltakuma's secret tool, which can open any lock in the school. What?
Monokuma's secret tool?
Kyoko stole it from the headmaster's room. It lets you get into any room in the school.
But it's not her.
Which means she used it to get into her own room.
Then I guess that's it.
You're giving up just like that? You admit to killing...
No, I'm simply recognizing that I lost.
What are you talking about?
Like I said, this was a trap, and I wasn't able to escape it. So I lost. That's all this means.
Huh? Then, are you saying you really didn't... Kyoko, you really aren't the killer?
Okay, time's up!
Huh?
I'm sorry to say, but your time is up! All done, all finished. The class trial is all over.
But that's ridiculous! Since when is there any...
It's because you were late, so the trial started late and time ran out. So then, it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you. But I guess we already know who the blackened is, don't we?
Good job, bitch. You got it right, bitch. Right, bitch. You got it right. So I mean, favorite really is the killer, but something strange is going on here. Something wrong with this whole class trial. Favorite.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
This time, bitch. Is everyone ready, bitch? Okay then, bitch.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
After school lesson. And that's how the class trial muck came to an end. But the one where the favorite was actually innocent or regardless, truth was lost for her, even for me. Just stop thinking about it. That was the end of Muck's trial. The end would prove to be our last. Once the case was over, there was never a single murder. I hoped. Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god! They all... Rich Mitch let his hair down. This motherfucker... Nah, man!
No! This isn't right!
Makoto, why are you staring off into space? Don't you have a rebuttal for Kyoko's claim?
So I made the wrong decision, but... Bruh! Nah! 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 There was 3 kids! And they all looked like these fucks! Nah! For claim? Oh, that's right. Do I expose or not?
Well, does no one have a rebuttal?
Nope.
Have you decided to accept her assertion as fact? I see. So you still refuse to accept it. I suppose we have to admit that Kyoko didn't put the locker key in her room, that it was someone else.
But who else could it have been?
I mean, Byakuya had a room key, right?
You! What are you trying to imply?
But of course, I have an alibi. From nighttime on, I was with you guys the entire time. I couldn't possibly have killed anyone, or put the key in Kyoko's room.
Well, someone had to put the key in there.
This motherfucker had a full-grown beard.
There's only one other possibility I can think of. Someone could have had the key on them, then once they arrived at the scene, pretended to find it there.
What?
It had to be Makoto, right?
I don't see any other option.
Wait a second. You've got it all wrong. Let's think about it one more time. There's gotta be a hidden side to this case.
Huh? A hidden side?
First of all, there's something off about this entire trial. You all see it, don't you? Mukuro, who we didn't even know existed, suddenly shows up dead, and then we're thrown into a trial. And Kyoko even said, it's a trap the mastermind set for us. So that's why this has to be...
Okay, time's up!
Huh?
Time's up! Class trial's all over! Everyone can stop talking now!
What? Time's up?
What do you mean time's up? There's no time's up. Since when have we...
Ah, I see it now.
It's because you were late, so we had to push back the start time. So then, it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you.
Voting time?
Dude, I think that's still wild. They all knocked Seafelt's sister up and had a kid with her. They were all just fine. How the hell did I get a B in one of those? One of those should have been an F.
Now, who will be chosen as the Blackened? Do you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Yeah, you see, he didn't say that last time.
Hey, hold on!
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Yeah, he didn't do his normal thing like this. So his plan was to get rid of Favorite because he knows that she's sneaking around. Because... So, what? You think I'm the killer? Sorry, man.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Get the fuck out of here. This one died. You got it all wrong. I didn't do it.
Yes, indeed.
Good job, everyone, bitch. Good job.
Yep.
Yeah, bitch. They got it right, bitch. No, I know that's not true. None of this makes sense. This whole trial doesn't make any sense.
Hey!
It makes perfect sense, bitch.
Shing!
Same as always, bitch. Just like all the other class trials, bitch, and I'm gonna end it the same way, bitch.
Thrills, chills, kills!
It's time for the heart-pounding, positively thrilling punishment. Well, wait, why do I... Favorite!
I don't expect you to forgive me. I know this is all my fault.
Favorite?
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
So is it a different punishment? Like, I hope to God it is, right? Bruh, it's the same! This shit ain't special. Bruh. At the school, so I either chose. I'm not even, never mind. I was gonna say Jack, Seafelt's sister, but I'm not even sure if I'm allowed to say that on stream. But I think you all know where I'm getting out that. She had 3 fucking kids with 3 different guys. Yeah, but look, it's on the fucking blackboard, bro. What? So why the fuck didn't he say... If Alter Ego came back, why the fuck didn't he... Bruh.
What?
Huh, bitch? Huh, bitch? What's this, bitch? What's going on, bitch?
Hey,
Hey, was that?
Ah,
yeah, it had to be.
This is...
Alter ego? Alter ego, bitch. Is this some stupid virus from that stupid guy, bitch? He must have planted it when he invaded my network. Damn it to hell, bitch. I don't believe this, bitch. It seems you finally made a miscalculation. No, you miscalculated from the very beginning.
What the heck?
What was that, bitch?
In other words,
what I'm saying is you shouldn't have underestimated us. Bitch, why are you talking like you've already won, bitch? I barely felt a thing, bitch. It was a pinch, an inch, bitch. The stupid virus is gone now. Got it, bitch? And so is Simp. Maybe I didn't get to smash him flat, but you're never gonna see him again, bitch. To waste any garbage through paint in a way that's an even better special punishment. But it's still not enough. I'm still not satisfied, bitch. I'm still gonna bring this fair to the rest of you. Bring this fair to the entire world. Is he gone? Hey, favorite, what's the meaning of all this? Just what the hell is going on?
Calm down.
It's okay, we're not the ones being trapped this time.
In other words...
No, now it's the mastermind that's ensnared.
What did you say?
What are you talking about?
So...
You'll understand soon enough. Very soon indeed. The massive high school towers over all the other buildings in this bustling urban area. It's like the school stands at the center of the entire world. Hope's Peak Academy. It brings in top students from every field imaginable, a government-funded school of privilege. They say that if you can come here and manage to graduate, you'll be set for life. With 100 years of tradition, it sends the cream of the crop into the workforce every year. It was built to raise hope in the nation's future, which makes Hope Peak a pretty fitting name. There are two things you need to attend the school. One, you have to already be attending high school, and two, you have to be the very best at what you do. No ordinary student could enroll here. The only way is if you're scouted by the school itself. And sitting there at the gate of the ultimate school filled with ultimate students was me. What? Where am I? Woke up with my head resting on top of a hard wooden desk. My body felt heavy. It wouldn't be weird for me to zonk off in the middle of some boring class or whatever, but what was I doing asleep here just now? It wasn't any classroom I've ever been in for. What the heck is going on? Yeah! Finally. I could finally feel my mind and body start to come back together again, and then I was awake. Or was this just another dream? A dream inside a hopeless nightmare. No, this isn't a dream. I could tell because the stench invading my nostrils was too powerful for a dream. What an awful smell. I was in a vast dark cavern with the barest hint of light sleeping in. Trash was piled high all across the area. This must be some kind of underground garbage pit. Hey look, it's Deltakuma. A heck of a situation to find myself in. But that was just the beginning of my problems. I was going to be stuck here in there until I wasted away and died. No, I can't let that happen. Now after what my good friend went through to save me, I remembered all too well what had happened. Alter Ego saved me. He used up the last little bit of his strength to do it. So I can't give up now. For myself and for my friend. With that, my pursuit of survival began. First, I have to start looking for a way out of here. Nope, but that is where we're going to call it. Trial's over. We hitting that save. If you're watching this on Twitch and you're watching it until right now, thank you so much. You're amazing. If you're watching this on YouTube and you watched it all the way through, thank you. You're amazing. Make sure to hit the like button and comment your favorite part. If you're new to this channel, make sure to subscribe. You never want to miss an episode. And if you're not in the Discord yet already, make sure to go to the description and check that out, because great community, great people, get to talk to me, get to talk to other people, get to play with other people and me. It's a fun community to hang out with. Honestly, making the wrong decision there just proved that yes, that was a trap, because clearly the mastermind wanted to pin it on favorite, but because I didn't open my mouth, it got pinned onto me. So, yeah, I don't find that fair in the game. I'm really curious where the hell this is going. I thought it was over. I thought after that trial, it would have been over. And it kind of did, because I made the wrong decision. But clearly, we still got some more episodes coming along our way. Deltaronpa is not going to be over yet. Hope you all stay in tune. Make sure to put notifications on so you know when the next episode's out. Commander signing off. Peace.